Hi there and welcome back to the channel. It's a new day and we have returned with renewed vigour. I've got an update on the fuel pipes. The other day was pretty horrible. It was wet, it was cold, it was a bit windy. I was wet, I was very cold, and add insult to injury, I found we had a fuel leak, which turned out to be the corroded fuel pipes. I'm a great believer in things happening for a reason. I had been looking at these pipes for a while, thinking they're pretty badly corroded, I probably ought to change them, but it just looked like such a horrible job. But it didn't turn out to be too bad in the end. We got them in, it was a two-man job. We got them in okay, we threaded them in reasonably quickly, got them all clipped up in the right place and connected up, and it all works. No leaks, and the engine is running again, so that is good. However, how good it would be, or how easy it would be with the fuel tank in and the floor in as well, because remember we've got the floor out at the moment where we can actually see the top of the fuel tank. How easy it would be, I really don't know. So in some ways it happened for a reason, because I've got the floor out and it's the best time to change them. So we've done it and the job is finished, and that's good. I did question at the time why they were so expensive. Now there's three pipes, two of which are £85 each, and the third one, which is sort of a plain pipe, is about £40. Yeah, I looked at them and I thought, where the heck do they get £85 from? So we got the best part of 250 quid's worth of fuel pipes here, but they are bent in quite a few different places, which you'd struggle to do if you're doing it yourself. I think it would take a very long time to get it right. They've got some special ends on where the end is formed to allow the rubber pipe where it's connected on at the engine end is to seal. They're formed in there, and then at the other end, the pressure pipes, the two pressure pipes for the injection system, they got some special plastic tube, and then a special like quick release fitting on the end, which is all plastic. I suspect that's where the cost is, a lot of it, because where would you get them from anywhere else? I really don't know. Could you make them out of flexible pipe? Probably. Would you be doing the job again in 6 months, 12 months, 2 years? Probably. Would it be harder next time? Yes, probably. So at the end of the day, job's done. It's a lot of money, but it's fuel pipe. It's got to be right. Can't have it leaking. And I'd rather him not say to me, I'm going to fail it on a fuel pipe, when I could have the opportunity to do it and I didn't do it. So I've done it and we're good to go. So I'm just going to quickly show you what we were up against. So if you look down on here, here is the pipes. Now at the bottom there you've got the flexible pipes with the special ends. These are the special ends. So they are, that's your special end. That's one of the pipes, and then the other one is down here, which I've just dropped. There's another one, green and red. Not sure what green and red signifies. I suspect red means it's high pressure, or pressure from the pump. The pump is in the tank. But then they are then connected to these ends here. So there's a special end there where you have an O-ring on the end of that pipe, and then it is shrunk on. The plastic part is then shrunk on to that end of the pipe there. So that's special for a start. Special plastic pipes as well. It's not plastic pipe that I've seen before. It's like a double-walled pipe. There's a white pipe inside and a black outside, like a white liner. And then you can see on here how badly corroded they were. Yeah, and I looked back through the MOT history as well. Even though they weren't picked up on the last MOT, they were picked up a couple of years ago as being corroded. So there's a fairly good chance that they would have failed. If not failed, then certainly put up as advisory this time around. So I think it's good that they've been done. You can see they've got quite a few bends in them to get them around the chassis rails, and then at the other end we've got some bends to bring them up into the engine compartment as well, so they all kick up at 90 degrees more or less. And then they've got their own special little kinks as well, if you can see there. So yeah, a bit of an intricate little pipe. So that's what we had, £85 each plus VAT, and £40, £50 for the other one. And on top of the tank is what we got here. This is where the fuel tank lays, underneath the floor, under the back seats. You've got electrical connection coming in for the fuel pump and the level sender. Then you've got your special plastic fittings on there. Those are the two expensive ones, and then you've got just a rubber pipe which connects to the third pipe down here, which is like a bleed off or a leak back pipe, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but they basically disappear down under there into the chassis, and then you can see them going off top of the screen. That's where they go off to. So if you were to do this with the fuel tank down and the floor in, the whole lot's got to come down. You've got to try and get to this part here, this main fuel filler tank. You've got to get to this bleed off pipe here for the filler as well. Really difficult to get at. The observant amongst you might say, hang on a minute, how the heck are you going to undo that Jubilee clip in the future when it's pointing upwards, and at the moment I can get a screwdriver on it? Well, I'm going to have to come in from underneath the floor here when we do it next time. So basically it's set like that so that we can put a socket on the top of it and undo it from there, because there's no way you can get a screwdriver on there. Even if it was the other way up, the flange of the fuel tank is in the way of the Jubilee clip. So an absolute pain in the neck to get at if you need to get at it when the floor is in. So they go right down forwards through the chassis there, alongside the chassis, over the cross member for the gearbox mounting and the transfer box mounting, and then up through into the engine compartment. And what a job. Yeah, we threaded them through under here basically, came from the back here. So there's my hand there, so that's where we took them, and we managed to get them in. They are quite, being so long, they are quite flexible, so actually it wasn't such a bad job after all, but I'm glad it's done. And now we can carry on with the rest of the job. As you can see, got a fair amount of work to do. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with that. I've just mocked up the chassis end rail there, which I built the other day. As you can see, that looks pretty neat in there, so that looks quite good. Hopefully that will get done very, very soon. So just a quick update on where we are with the fuel pipes, and yeah, keep watching, keep subscribing, keep liking if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Hopefully that this is a series of videos that if you have a Suzuki Jimny, these are the sort of things you're going to come up against, and if you like what you see and it's inspiring you to do stuff, then carry on watching and carry on persevering. It gets done in the end. See you soon.